Okay. Hello. I watched a debate recently. It was an old debate, but I watched it recently on YouTube. I'll put a link in the comments below. It was a debate between Kent Hovind and a lady, Dr. Richardson. I don't know her first name. They probably told us what her first name was. I don't remember which school it was at. But she said some outrageous things. So let's start off. Who won the debate? Kent Hovind definitely won the debate. He used science, logic, and she never refuted any of the things that he said, any of his points that he made. Dr. Richardson said some things that got me really fired up. She, in her opening statement, said Christian scientists don't believe in germ theory or are offended by germ theory. No, they aren't. That was so ridiculous of her to make up that lie. While I was driving home from work last night, the thought did cross my mind. Maybe there is an individual Christian who she has actually heard of who is against germ theory. If there is an individual Christian out there who is against germ theory, it's not of his Christianity. There's nothing, absolutely nothing in the Bible that could possibly be misinterpreted to mean that germ theory is false, that there are no germs or bacteria. And after she made up that ridiculous lie, she just, wow. Towards the end of the debate, she complained about Kent Hovind's tone. His tone? Kent Hovind, he's brash, you could call it. He's confident and brash. So, yeah, I could understand, and if not everybody likes his tone, but somebody who makes up a lie about somebody else has no room to complain about the tone the other person uses. Kent Hovind didn't accuse her of being against germ theory. Kent Hovind didn't accuse her of believing that dogs have no variation, that there's no big dogs and little dogs. And she talked about settled science. 100 years of settled science. That's not science. Science is not, we've got something and we're not going to try to test it and find out if it's wrong. We've got a theory, we're going to hold on to it come hell or high water. No, science is when you're trying to find out what, why, how, and science is never settled. This is a ridiculous argument to say, well, this scientific theory has been accepted by so many scientists for so many years, that proves it. No, that doesn't prove it. If that proves it, then, and you're consistent, then we need to find the earliest scientific theory ever and stick with that one. And start bleeding people who are sick to get their humors out. Or whatever the now defunct theories were a few thousand years ago. Science is not settled. Scientists should always be looking for a better explanation, testing, and she complained about Kent Hovind. Oh, I'm so religious. People in my family are ministers. I'm so religious. I just separate my religion and my science. Well, Kent Hovind does mix his religion and his science. After he quotes the scientific evidence, then Kent Hovind, when he's giving a speech that's not a debate, usually ends a debate, encouraging people to order God to let them into heaven. But still, that was a ridiculous thing of her to say. Because she was not being scientific. She was not being inquisitive and trying to learn and research evolution. She was assuming this thing without looking at any research, and science is not supposed to be believing things without testing them and being, gullible and believing everything because somebody who has PhD next to their name said it. Kent Hovind, it's very clear to me from watching literally probably thousands of hours of his videos, he does not want his religion taught in public school science classrooms. He's against the idea of public schools, but if we're going to have them, he doesn't want his religion taught in public school classrooms. He doesn't want other people's religion taught too. And evolutionism, Kent Hovind makes a really good case for how it is a religion and not a scientific theory. And yeah, so complaining about Kent Hovind's religion. Now, Kent Hovind's materials should not be used in a public science classroom because, as I said, Kent Hovind usually ends his speeches by saying, "Now, do you want to be saved? Repeat these words with me. God, let me into heaven. And see, you got saved." Or, well, I did a caricature there of that. So, thank you for watching me. Comment on this debate that Kent Hovind won.